The Art of Living Well. That artist in the background, his name is Kris Bowers. That's his Wake the Neighbors CD. That's actually from the cut, and that's actually from Live at the Bootleg Bar. Now, if you'd like to check Kris out live, you can do so. He's going to be a part of what?
The Art of Cool
Festival. I told you we were going to talk to a bunch of these artists real soon. And he's going to be playing on Friday evening, and as a matter of fact, we'll talk to him right about now. Hey, Kris, how you feeling today, man?
Good. Yeah, not too bad. How you doing?
Yeah, man, not too bad, man. Well, hey, you're going to be playing on Friday evening. It is a lineup to live for. Really. You know, I mean, gosh.
If I could just make it to the 24th.
All day long. You're one of them.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Oh, dog. So tell the folks what you're going to be bringing to the stage, man.
So I'm bringing pretty much my full original band. So it'll be Kenneth Whalum on saxophone, Brad Williams on guitar, Bernard Earl Travis on bass, and Jamire Williams on drums.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. You've been performing for a long time, right?
Started like as a wee thing in L.A., I read, at 2 years old.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I can't hear you too well.
I said, from what I was reading, you started as a little fella at 2 years old out in L.A.?
You started?
Oh, man, I really can't.
Okay.
I can't hear it. Yeah.
So you started back in L.A., right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I started when I was pretty young. I mean, my parents, this might be what she was saying, my parents actually put headphones in my mom's stomach when she was pregnant with me, and I started actually playing, learning the notes on the piano when I was about 4 or 5. And then from then I started private lessons around 8 or 9 and kind of been performing really since then. I mean, obviously it started with just recitals and gigs around LA and stuff like that, and kind of just got bigger and bigger up until through college and stuff.
Were your parents musicians?
No, they're not. They're just really, thankfully, for some reason, into. They're hyper aware of the importance of the arts. Like with both music and visual arts, anything that I said I wanted to do that was artistic, they actually went out of their way to try to support that and find ways to foster that.
Ah, cool. Well, I mean, the headphones idea works. Now, I don't know how many people will try that. Hey, well, how big is your band? Tell us about the band.
Yeah, well, I mean, these are all guys that the names are kind of everywhere when it comes to young instrumentalists that are around these days. Mm-hmm. And each of them has a pretty stellar career in their own right. Like Kenneth Whalum is on tour with people like Maxwell and MD from Ludacris, and has his own album that did really well and is about to put out his next one. And you have Jamire, who has a band called Earmage that released an album a couple of years ago. He's doing a lot of touring with a lot of different artists, and Bernard plays with Robert Glasper and Jackie Harrison. And so, yeah, all these guys are pretty incredible, and I'm fortunate to not only call them my bandmates, also they're my closest friends. So I'm really honored to share that with them.
That's real cool, man.
So one of the things that we talk about a lot of times on the show, or try to get young people to understand, is the value of education and getting the training. Tell us a little bit more about how you got to actually perform. Did you go to school for music, or just it hit you? How did that all come to pass for you?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I've been studying music for a long time, and I went to an arts high school in LA. That the way that it was structured is where you have half your day spent on academics and half your day spent on your art. And it was basically like, I went on to Juilliard for college, but it was basically, my high school was almost like a mini version of that. And it was, music, dance, acting, visual arts, and yes, it was a pretty hyper-focused environment. And then, and it really prepared me for what I experienced at Juilliard. And honestly, it's a hard thing because obviously, even though I went to Juilliard and I did my undergrad and my master's, I never once been asked somebody to see my diploma. Because that side of things, it doesn't really.
Nobody ever asked.
That's not really. Yeah, that's not why those things are really helpful or invaluable. It's more so like the connections you make with these people. Like every gig I've gotten is in some way been because of a friend of mine, and like these friends and this network of people I gained while I was in school. Meeting all these people that I was in school with or that lived in the same city and that were around my age, and so I think that's really the biggest thing that I took from it for sure.
Excellent. Well, we want to thank you so much, Kris, for dropping by, man. We know you're busy.